Hey, everybody, I want to jump on here real quick and just tell you about something that is going on right now and that we're going to cover tonight on the Big Picture Live. So if you hadn't already planned on being there to watch the live, 7 p.m. tonight on the Big Picture Live. You know, of course, you might be watching this on Facebook, but it's going to be on YouTube and Rumble only. So if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you go right now to youtube.com/Larry Ragland, youtube.com/Larry Ragland, or if you would prefer to watch it on Rumble, go to rumble.com/Larry Ragland. Okay, go ahead and smash that like button right now. We would appreciate everything that you do on that, because that helps put us in front of the algorithm. As you can see, the screen looks a little bit different. It's because I'm in my office. You might hear my wife moving around in here a little bit in the background. She's getting ready. We're both getting ready. We're excited to be on the Big Picture Live tonight. But I want to just play a little clip preview of some things that we're going to cover tonight. And let me see if I can make this work here. Like I said, I'm in my office, and I'm hoping that this will work, that you can hear me good. Make sure you let me know. If you're watching on YouTube, give me the like, hit that like button. If you're watching on Facebook, give me some hearts and let us know that you can hear this. So I want you to listen to what this guy has to say here. And these are some of the bullet points that we're going to cover, along with some other big picture news items. So let's listen to what he has to say.
There is a 12-mile media ban in Maui. No journalists allowed. This again infringes on First Amendment rights. Matt Wallace asked, why is the Maui Fire's media ban still in place? What else are they hiding? We can have reporters in literal war zones like Ukraine, but not in disaster areas like Lahaina. Totally normal and not sketchy at all, right? Let's deep dive into more of what's happened. Daniel Zach asked, to my people on Maui, is all of this true? Fire hydrants were dry. Fire marshals were out of town that night.
Wow.
The mayor and the governor were out of town. People who were trying to evacuate were told it was not time to evacuate and to turn around back into the fire. No cops on bullhorns. No firefighters in the streets. Most robust emergency siren system in the world did not sound. No warnings whatsoever. Anomalies with reported wind directions that don't scientifically add up. Tourists evacuated by bus. Locals locked in and told that they can't get back in if they leave. School was canceled. Children were home while parents worked. Hundreds of children burned alive. Can't be identified. A perfect circle of fire around Lahaina. Molten metal next to intact trees. Media reporting fractions of real numbers. New insurance policies taken out on Lahaina before the fires. Who owns Lahaina besides the Hawaiians? The oceanfront property. The government. Wild how all this new uninhabitable land that only big developers can afford to clean up opened up for the plans of turning Maui into a smart island with billionaire funding. How many do you need? It goes on and on and on.
It does. It goes on and on and on. And I'm going to tell you something right there. That's some of the stuff that we're going to cover tonight on the Big Picture at 7 p.m. Central Time tonight. YouTube and Rumble only. You're watching this on Facebook. So make sure you're there. Make sure you subscribe and enable the notifications. But we're going to deal with that. And we're going to ask some very important questions. One of the big questions we're going to ask, and I'm telling you, y'all know I'm a crybaby. It's going to be hard for me to get through this one tonight without probably getting emotional, because we're going to ask the very, very important question that very few people is asking. Where are the children? There are so many children that are missing, and no one is talking about it. I'm not talking about, one child is too many, but I'm not talking about 15 to 20 children. I'm talking about possibly 2,000 children. We don't know where they're at. We don't know what happened to them. The media is reporting the same death toll, estimated dead, that's been going on for 2 weeks now. Same estimated number of missing. Both of those numbers are absolutely lies. People that live there, the very few people that can leak out information are saying everyone is lying. Why? So the question is why? When you see some of the things that we're going to show you tonight that is happening in Hawaii, on Maui, it's mind-boggling. And before you get all bent out of shape and saying, yeah, but that's paradise. Those are rich people down there. They'll recover. I feel bad for them, but it's, they don't know what struggle is. I mean, my God, they live in Hawaii. Well, two things. Number one, first of all, don't fall into the trap of thinking that human life is not important, no matter who they are, no matter how much money they have or what political party they are or whatever. Human life is human life. We're all created in the image of God. But most of the people that lost their homes there on Front Beach, that front road there, was local people who are born and raised in Hawaii. Many of them are not wealthy, but it doesn't matter. These are their livelihoods are gone, and what we're going to show you tonight is the ones that are rebuilding are not the locals. The locals are being priced out, and the locals are being pushed out, and the billionaires are coming in because we're going to show you tonight that we're going to ask a lot of questions. One of the questions we need to ask is, in January of this year, is it not ironic that Hawaii pledged Maui to be the first island, smart island, and the first 15-minute city island? So now when they rebuild, do you think they're going to rebuild the way it was, or do you think they're going to rebuild like a 15-minute city? So it's going to be very interesting, and we're going to cover some very tough things tonight. We're going to break down the entire Maui situation, not to mention BRICS has had much development that we've been talking a lot about. Mandates are coming back. They're already starting to show up. AI news, of course, we always have AI news and things that are happening there. So it's a 2-hour show tonight, guys. Invite people and get them over to YouTube or Rumble, but especially YouTube. We want to really blow up that YouTube channel. So youtube.com/Larry Ragland, rumble.com/Larry Ragland. See you tonight. We ain't woke, but we certainly are awake, and I'll see you just a couple hours. We'll be in the studio. Sandy and I can't wait to see our Big Picture family. God bless.